Hello, football lovers. Welcome to Footy on Court, your favorite football update channel on YouTube. If you're new and you wouldn't want to miss out on any football update, hit the subscribe button and become part of the fastest growing football community on YouTube. Today, we're taking a journey to the Spanish city of Bilbao, where the final match of this season's Europa League will be played between Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 things you need to know about this crucial game, things you need to know about both clubs, the history they've had with this competition, and there's also going to be an icing on the cake. So if you're ready, fasten your seatbelt and let us get down to the business of today. Now, the first thing I'm going to be telling you is that both Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur have had a very poor season in their local league, which is the English Premier League. Manchester United currently occupies the 16th position in the EPL table, while Tottenham Hotspur occupies the 17th position in that table. This is just one step away from joining the likes of Ipswich and Southampton that have already been relegated. Now, both clubs are currently hoping to use this final to save themselves, to save their face from any form of ridicule at all, especially for their managers whose tenure may end if they are unable to secure this win for their clubs, right? So it is important for them as much as it is also important for the fans that will be anticipating. For Ruben Amorim, this may be his ultimate decider. This may be what will decide his fate. And on the flip side as well, he's also going to break a very important record if he wins this trophy, given the fact that he only joined the club in the middle of the season. Now, having said that, the next thing you need to know about this league is that the Europa League is the second tier competition of European club football. It ranks below the Champions League, which is number 1, and it is also above the Conference League. Since 1972, a total of 53 clubs have won this trophy so far. Now, either Manchester United or Tottenham Hotspur will become the 54th member in the Europa League Hall of Fame. Who are you rooting for? Are you hoping that Manchester United wins it, or are you hoping that Tottenham Hotspur wins it? Now let's get to the next point. Another thing you need to know is that, as funny as it may sound, Manchester United has had an unbeaten run this season when it comes to Europa League fixtures. Now, this is funny and this is quite surprising, especially when you put it side by side with how they've performed in the English Premier League, how they've conceded a lot of goals and how they've been struggling to win even the simplest match that you can ever imagine. Sometimes you watch Manchester United and you're wondering how exactly did they lose that club. The fans are confused, the manager, maybe he's confused, the players, probably they are equally confused. But one thing that is sure is that whenever they are up with any club, as far as it is concerning the Europa League, these guys always perform wonder. These guys always do the unthinkable. They do the unimaginable. So the worst they've suffered is a draw. Apart from that, they have won all their matches. Now, let's get to the next point. The first club to ever win the Europa League title was Tottenham Hotspur. The same guys that are praying, that are hoping, and that are looking at winning it again. They won it first in 1972 during the 1971-1972 season, and they beat Wolverhampton on aggregate. They won that match 3-2 on aggregate. Now, this year is going to be the third time they are appearing in a final in a Europa League final. They are hoping that they win it again just the way they won it in 1972. Let's get to the next point, guys. Although it is not exclusive to English clubs, this year's Europa League final is going to feature an all-English club. So it's going to be like an English derby, so to speak. If you're very familiar with football and if you know your onions when it comes to football, something like this happened in 2019 between Arsenal and Chelsea. That match saw the Blues humbling the Gunners to a 4-1 defeat at the Olympic Stadium. Now, before we get to the final point, before I tell you the final thing you need to know about this very crucial match, I want to believe that you've subscribed. If you haven't, do that right now, and don't just stop at subscribing. Also put on notification so that you don't miss any gist that we are bringing right here on this channel. Now for number 5, UEFA has announced Felix Soya as the main officiating referee for this final match. Word on the streets are not particularly favorable towards this guy. There is an indication to suggest that he can be very, very controversial. Something you should also know about this guy is that he has bagged a 6-month ban, not recently though, but he has had it in his catalog. He has bagged a 6-month ban by the German Football Association for a match-fixing scandal. However, he's very, very familiar with high-profile game. He's very familiar with high-profile matches. So I believe this is not going to be something new for him. This is not going to be an uncharted territory for him. This is where we're going to be drawing the curtain. But before we go, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that Manchester United may just use this final as an opportunity to, remember how glorious they used to be? Or is it the turn of Tottenham Hotspur? I know that a lot of guys, a lot of Chelsea fans are going to be watching this match and they are going to be supporting, of course, not Manchester United, Tottenham Hotspur. Maybe Manchester United have people that will sympathize with them or that will want them to win apart from their fans. So what side of the divide do you belong to? For Spurs, something interesting you need to know is that the absence of key players like Madison and Kulusevski may be an issue of concern for them. But I believe that the likes of Son, the likes of Solanke, they are also going to put up an amazing performance tomorrow. So these are top Tottenham Hotspur players that you should be looking out for. This is a pro tip, guys. Don't misuse it. Then for Manchester United, well, it is hard. It is particularly difficult to speak about their form this season. But so far, some guys have actually been amazing. The likes of Bruno Fernandes, the likes of Ahmad, who just returned from an injury, and surprisingly, Harry Maguire. These guys may put up a huge threat to Spurs' defense, but we don't know. We can't say. Now, if you ask me, I really don't think anybody is more likely to win. I don't think it's more of a Manchester United win or it's more of a Tottenham Hotspur win. I think both of them really need to do very well to win it this time. But what do I know? What can I say? We're going to see how it's going to turn out. And guess what? I'll be here again to discuss this match, to share highlights with you, and to review it. I hope you will be there with me. So until I see you guys in my next video, bye and cheers.